Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Hypergamous Journey. My name is Denise. At this channel, we discuss dating advice for women who are mature in mindset, mature in age, and even if you're not mature in age, this dating advice is good for you as well because it covers men's behavior, women's behavior, and what I'm discovering in my 4 years of this hypergamous journey, that we are more alike than not. We are more alike than not, meaning younger women and mature women, younger men and mature men. We're more alike than not. So I wanted to do this video to really come clean about some things that happened on my last date that I want to share with you regarding my feelings about my date initiating a conversation with a woman that he did not know while I was with him on a date, and actually sitting at the table across from him when she passed by us and he stopped her. He didn't use his hands to stop her, but in asking his question, he, probably said, "Excuse me, I didn't hear that part." And then I heard him mention something about the school and proceeded to ask her questions about this particular college. And I will link I will put that video link in the description. And so my feelings were, first of all, why are you stopping a random woman to ask about a school when we're on a date together and you're supposed to be getting to know me? That was my initial egoic response. We're on a date. Why are you talking to some random woman that you really don't know? So that was my question to myself. And as he was talking to her, she reached over and touched him on the shoulder or arm. I didn't like that either. And so after he talked, or I'm not sure, after he talked to this woman or before he talked to this woman, he had mentioned that we were dating. He didn't say the words. What he actually said was something along the lines of, "We're getting to know each other. You don't have my last name. You don't have a ring. And, I just want you to know that I'm dating. I have other friends and I'm dating." Oh, he said, "I have other friends." And so I just listened and nodded in agreement because I was never mistaken that he wasn't dating. And he said, "I just want you to know I have friends and I'm dating. And you're an attractive woman, and I'm sure you are too." He said, "But you are the only one that I'm seeing regularly, and it's only been 3 dates, and I really like you." So I smiled and nodded. And then I'm not sure what happened after that, if the woman, came by and he stopped her, or he stopped her first. The woman from the college, she stopped first, and then he said that. But I know after he said that, about 15 minutes later, he said, I think I used to work with that woman over there. So now he's talking about women, 4 or 5 women at a different table across the dining room from us. And by this time, he's positioned his body not so that we are talking across from each other, because I did, Mina Irfan's suggestion, with the sides. Yeah, I used this shoulder, my right shoulder. So I was doing that. And now when I come back to our table, he's no longer facing me directly, but now he's on an angle facing the direction of where those women are. And so, I read body language pretty well, and I pay attention to intonation and what people are saying. And so I consider myself to be maybe an empath. I feel things. I could walk by people, not often, but I was like, something's wrong with that person. And I have occasionally over my lifetime stopped people to say, "Are you okay?" And they're looking at me like, "Yeah, I'm okay." But I can tell that they're not when I ask the question. But they, I'm a stranger, so they don't want to say anything to me about whatever else is going on. And I just try to offer them some words of encouragement. So anyway, his energy had now gone over to that table, and he was positioned himself on a diagonal so that his energy could go in that direction. So when I came back from the restroom, that was his position. And while sitting and waiting for me to come back. And so I said, well, I'm going to see if this Mina Irfan energy kind of womb thing works so I can get his energy back toward me and he can kind of turn around and face me. Guess what, y'all? It worked. It actually worked. He repositioned himself back towards me. Now, I've had men do that on dates and they never switch their position to face me again. They're just facing in the direction of where they want their energy to go and like who they're focused on or what they're focused on. And maybe I'm making more out of this than it is, but I doubt it because I've just gone on too many dates in the last 4 years to just really dismiss what I've just said. So anyway, I told him I was just kidding when I mentioned, do you know her? And he asked me if I was upset. But I was fuming. Honestly, I was fuming. But I was pleasant and everything. So when I got home, I called my sister who lives in California to talk with her because I got home about, I thought about calling her about 1 a.m. And, she's the only person I know who would be up because California is 3 hours behind the East Coast. But she didn't answer because, she has a life of her own and not up, available at every time I got a question or want to discuss something. So I love her. So anyway, we talked yesterday and she's like, you just been a little too available for him and just pull back and don't see him next weekend. So I talked to 3 women, different women about the situation. My sister, my oldest sister, and my former dance teacher. She taught me dance when I was 13. And so she's been married 50 plus years and she's in her mid 70s. And I talked to her about it and I talked to it about a friend of mine that I've known maybe 10 or 15 years now who lives in a different state. And each woman had a different take on the situation, on how to resolve it. Each woman had a different take on how to resolve it. But 2 of the 3 women agreed that it needed to be addressed. And my sister said, just don't go back. Just don't, give it some space between, dates. So if he asks you out again, just don't go. And I wouldn't mention anything to him, but just kind of pull back a little bit. And then my former dance instructor, she said to address it with him. And she was kind of open, like how to do that. And then my other friend who lives in another state, she's a little older than me. So she might be 65, 66 or so. She said to don't address it and go on the next date with him. So her thing was, just forget about it. Just enjoy him. It's still early. And the other 2 women, my sister is in a long-term relationship of 3 years. And my dance instructor has been married 50 plus years. And my friend who said don't address it, she doesn't have a relationship and hasn't had one in a long time. And we're kind of in that boat together, is that we both have not had a relationship in a long time. So I decided to take everyone's opinion under advisement. I didn't say I was doing it, but under advisement. And I decided that right now, and these feelings fluctuate day to day. So I decided that I would do what my sister suggested, which is not go on him with the next date, and just give myself, me, not him, myself an opportunity to reflect and do some things that I have been on my to-do list, but haven't done them out of procrastination, basically. And then take my dance instructor's suggestion of bringing it up with him. And I have written a script for myself about what to say. Now, my friend in the other state who is not in a relationship, she said that she would have addressed it when it happened. And I'd explained to her that I didn't address it when it happened because usually when you do that to men, they get defensive. They get defensive and they can't hear what you're saying because they're busy defending their behavior and the reason why they did it, and trying to convince you that the reason why they did it isn't because of the reason that you think they did it. If that makes any sense. They're just basically defending their position and they can't hear how you felt about it because they're busy thinking of the reason why they did it, and you are trying to explain to them how you felt about it. And so each party is in a different place in their body trying to explain their reasoning for why they did something, and you're trying to explain why you felt something, and nobody's being heard. So the old Denise would have done that, and then I would have done it out of masculine energy and said it in a masculine way, and he would not have received it. So by me not saying anything and coming home and processing the situation and determining my feelings about it, I was disappointed because this is a man who really is a good guy. He's a gentleman. He's treated me with the utmost most respect and cherishing of my feelings, the most that he can do in 2 dates. And, you know, he's not a bad guy. And so he offers potential. So I'm going to bring it up, but I am going to kind of take a break to pull back and just take care of myself this weekend. So that's all I wanted to share with you, and I will speak with you or see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to this channel. Share this particular video, any of my others, with someone, family or friends who you think could benefit from this information, because we all are going through it out here in the dating market. But I'm here to say that I have seen such an improvement in my dating behavior, me personally as a feminine energy woman, and I know that I will continue to do so and grow and understand men and understand myself much more by the time I get that proposal for marriage. Okay, see you in the next video. Bye. Oh, and you know, I have on this kind of masculine outfit. This is a dress, y'all. I just want to show this to you. This is a dress. Well, a dress. I got a sweater on because I'm always cold. But I started to feminize it with this shawl, right? I need to iron it, but I don't feel like it, so I'm not, okay? Don't judge me. And so I'm going to put this on over it. It's cold here now. It's like, I don't know what the temperature is, but I stepped outside. It's pretty windy. So I'm going to wear this, and I might bring my gloves. So this kind of, you know, brings it down or up a feminine notch, I think, with this color and stuff. But yeah, so yeah, this is my outfit, y'all. This is what I'm wearing to do my errands. I have some black boots I'm gonna put on, but I wanted to kind of, you know, all the black is so stark and harsh, but do this. But this is what it looks like without this scarf. And I had opened up the collar to, you know, do that. And I was going to wear my knee-high boots, like they come and cover my knee right here. But I don't have them on because I try not to wear shoes in my house. You know, all the junk you step in outside. I'm like, I'm not bringing that junk in my house. So anyway, y'all, that's it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.